Hello. So, because of the Steam sale, today I got one of my favorite games of all time, Hollow Knight, for my PC. So now I can make an official video on it. So, in Hollow Knight, you're this little guy called the Knight. And, no spoilers, but if you clicked on this video, you probably already know how Hollow Knight works. He's going to go on a grand journey through the town of Hollow Nest. There might not be a lot of commentary in this because it's a hard game, and I will need to focus during certain parts. This is not one of those parts. But I am going to try to take this guy, and there are a couple skips you can do with these little bug boys. That was not one of them. This is Lifeblood. It's, temporary hearts. That's the best way to think of it. Okay, guess I'm not doing the skip. But, so, in this level, you can get your first charm called Fury of the Fallen. A exceptionally powerful charm that makes it so when you're at 1 health, you deal double damage. And normally you have to go through a pretty hard platforming section. But if you can do the cheese, which I don't know if I can, you can and skip the hard platforming and get the thing with relative ease. Uh-oh. I'm gonna try to get a lot of money before I get out of the tutorial zone, because, well, in the words of probably everyone, money's good. Okay. That's a little bit embarrassing, but there we go. And here's the Fury of the Fallen. This is going to carry us until we can get something better. And if I didn't get that money at the beginning, I would have a second shot here in order to get it. But I've played this game a couple times before, so I know what I'm dealing with. It may not look like it, but I am prepared. Even though it's been a little while since I've played the game. So this game, if you guys want to get it, it's currently like $7 on the Steam Workshop. It's probably going to be more after the summer sale's over, but I'll link it in the description. Always support. Team Cherry is also making a new game that I'm very excited for called Silk Song. I mean, apparently they're making it. Which is going to star a character we're going to see later in this game. You'll actually, guys, so normally I ask you to say something in the comments, but this time, just make a funny joke in the comments. Tell me a joke. Maybe, if it's funny, I'll like it. If it's not funny, maybe I'll delete it. No one knows. And over here is where we'll be spending our first simple key. That is an area where you can get your soul back if you die. Which hopefully I'm not going to need, but I'm going to do it for the lore and for fun. So this is the Forgotten Crossroads. In the Forgotten Crossroads, we have a lot of new enemies, like the husks and my favorite enemies, the crawltipedes. You may have seen a Hollow image on one of my recent videos, which I believe was called like Hollow Knight, but I believe it was Adventure Map Part 1, Part 2. As always, it doesn't really matter if you like I don't want this to sound rude, but if you subscribe, there's really no reason not to, because if you're watching this, you've probably had it linked to you or you're already subscribed. But if you subscribe, I don't really post that often, and even if you don't want to, you can always unsubscribe later if you decide that you don't like my content anymore. Which, to be honest, I'll understand. Sometimes I don't even like my own content.
Jackal, correct this.
Okay, so we just got the map. I'm not going to use it very much, but I will say it is a relatively useful item. If you look here, we are next to with the icon that looks like him. We are pretty close to getting to it. If we go down here, wait, there's actually there's a secret over here. I think I remember that. Whatever the case is, there should be the first boss, optional by the way. So yeah, this is the kind of game that is very open world. Not as open as like say Minecraft or Terraria, which also good games. Probably I've already played Minecraft on this channel multiple times. Maybe I'll play Terraria on the channel sometime. But very good games, would recommend as well. I don't mean to be a shill, but each like on this video, how about this? This will be fun. Each like on this video will be it'll be one time a small bug makes me fall into a pit of acid. Each dislike will be each time I throw a small bug into a pit of acid instead of it. And now we get to see the Fury of the Fallen. Okay, so not a great start. I don't usually die there. I guess I might be off my game though. So here's the shop. We lost a lot of our money because we died, but
Papa nada.
this is the quill, very useful. We're going to be getting that as soon as possible. This is useless. And I'm gonna try to get everything but these shell markers until much later. So, time for some money grinding. And you might be asking, Jackal Gaming, what's the best way to get money? Well, glad you asked. Hypothetical viewer. Killing things. This is not a PETA supported game unless PETA hates bugs. Because the entire game's about you killing bugs as a bug. And I'm okay with losing my soul. Yes, it is money loss and time loss, but it's not necessary right now. I'm not going to need soul for a little while. If you like Hollow Knight, which, again, you probably do if you found this video, I'd also recommend Blue Fire. Not many people actually heard of it. It's a game that's inspired by this, not copied, and it's really fun. I'm probably never going to play it again, because it was unbelievably hard the first time I tried it. But it was so fun. And this is how you make money, by the way. guy's attacks really hurt, so I'm very glad I was able to dodge all the attacks. And you might be wondering, what are those grubs? Which, again, you probably aren't. You've probably played Hollow Knight before, if you're watching this video. But if you take them to the grandfather grub, will give you money. And if I'm calculating correctly, having 2 should get me to about 100, 200 Geo. That's the money system, Geo. And we'll see what happens from there. So I know I've said this before, but if you subscribe, I'm just trying to get to 1,000. My main goal is, now that I'm at 50, getting to 60 subscribers. Then once I get, and then eventually getting 100, then 1,000. My main goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers at some point. And then, and maybe getting a couple of getting like a couple of people to watch it. Like, you know, I'm not a picky guy. Okay, so I want 1,000 subscribers so I can put ads on my videos. And hear me out. I'm never gonna put any mid-roll ads on my videos until but I'm gonna make one video called the average YouTube watching experience, and which will be exactly 10 minutes, so I can put mid-rolls, and then put in an obscene amount of ads on it. That is going to be the only reason I'm trying to get ads is so I can make one joke about how many ads there are on YouTube. And maybe I'll put mid-rolls in once I start actually getting money from YouTube, because currently this is a passion project. This is the Shade. They all fight back for now, and that is how you get your money back. So if you guys are ever poor in real life, just look in the mirror and fight your shadow self, and maybe you'll get a bunch of money back. You never know. I'm sorry, I thought I had more grubs than just the one at the beginning. I was pretty certain I grabbed the other one that I got from this room, but I guess I just died. Okay, so I think it's time for us to head back to the surface, grab a quill, youch, and then we could head over to the boss. I forgot to jump. Again, a little embarrassing. Now, I'm sure you've noticed if you've watched my videos a lot, or know me in real life, but I've got a couple of favorite YouTube channels that I'm probably watching at some point while turning this into YouTube. Sorry. And I kind of stole their comedy, but no free clout, but if you can figure out who they are, I'll be kind of impressed, because I mostly just stole their comedy, and a lot of people have their style of comedy. Okay, so first order of business, we're not able to quite get the secret in there because we don't have the wall jump yet. But time for us to unlock the best bricks I'm gonna make in the entire game. Quill. And there we go. That is an extremely useful tool. And with that, I will save here. I'm gonna save here. And it's time to go back. My only complaint to get about the game, I would say, is I think it's kind of slow at the beginning before you really get all the upgrades, but that's by design. So you have limitations because it's a Metroidvania. But I gotta say, I would like to have better movement speed from the beginning. So, you guys probably know Rose, a recurring character in my videos as it seems. Rose has also played this game. Well, played in quotations. Rose, despite being pretty decent at some other games, like, I can't think of any off the top of my head that she's good at right now, but I'm certain she's good at some games. She hasn't beaten the first boss in this game in all of her years of playing. Which, to be honest, kind of fair. Hard first boss, but I'm a little disappointed because normally Rose is a lot better at games than that. There's a not zero chance that my video gets copyrighted because because there's Hollow Knight music in the Hollow Knight game that I'm playing. Even though I'm pretty certain it's fair use to play the music in the game while you're playing a game. But I can't prove anything. So I'm putting this right here. I'm saying this right here, right now. I do not own Hollow Knight. I don't have any of the rights to any music in Hollow Knight or any of the characters. I am just a fan of the game. So you can pogo on enemies. I'm gonna leave this guy over here, and I'm gonna try to use him to pogo and get this grub. It's a difficult trick. Uh-oh. Okay, so mission failed. I'll get up next time. Huh. I was taking a wrong turn. Well. I guess at least I get a second try on that grub. I'm probably gonna end this video at the 20 minutes like I usually do, or if I'm pretty close to fighting the boss, I'll leave it off right before the boss. You know, so I can make a second video that includes the boss. Not quite. Well, maybe next time, little grub. You might notice that at the start of every walk cycle, there's a little bit where the knight goes into like a sprinting animation and then into a walking animation. I don't know quite why. Maybe it's just like a walking. Maybe it's just a walking animation, but it's a little confusing because it kind of took the Sprint Master ability, and I, as someone who only has one ability currently, don't have Sprint Master yet. Time to meet the saddest character, Mila. I'm not going to spoil what happens to make them the saddest character, but I might come up in another video. Also, he has a soul statue, first in the game. I'm gonna need the ground pound for this. But this is just so I can unlock this area officially. There's technically two ways. There's technically two different ways out of this starting area. I dubbed them the coward's way out and the gamer's way out. The gamer's way out is fighting the boss, getting your ability, and going to green path. The coward's way out is grinding to get 1,600 money, and then buying a lantern so you can go on from the tram to the crystal place, which technically allows you to skip Hornet. Well, not skip Hornet, but get to areas that you wouldn't be able to normally get to without fighting Hornet. But I, as opposed to Rose, I'm not a coward. Nor am I a gamer, but you can get to that later. So, this video is getting kind of long, and I haven't gotten to the boss fight yet, so I'm going to just end it off here, and cut.